Eric, good Friday morning, my friend. Fourth day in a row yesterday we were profitable for the trading room, and again we did it in nice fashion in the webinar. We did a final hour close webinar yesterday, as we did an opening hour webinar the week prior, the Thursday, and we told our viewers that, listen, we were getting short here, 84 to 89 area. We never put on a second leg, but we did get short there at 84, and by the time we closed, we had gone to 88, and we were hearing all the boo-hooers out there saying we're going to 1100. But I said there's no reason not to stay in this trade until we go over 95. And bam, last night we traded down to 70. We told everybody to have a sell stop in at 79, and all I can say, guys, is there is a method. I will keep you on the right side of the market. I'm not right all the time. But I know where my exits are, and my risk parameters are.
It's 6 o'clock there, right?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m.
No coffee yet.
I've been in for a couple hours, no coffee. I had a protein shake. That's it. But here's the deal. You've got to have a plan. And what I help traders do is get you into the right mindset. Trade the trend with the trend, against the trend, whatever it may be. I'll set the parameters very nicely for you. I am not a scalper. I don't believe that you can scalp for a stop loss of 2 ticks and make 20 ticks. It doesn't work that way. I don't believe in that. At least you'll lose 10 times in a row before you make those 20 ticks. So you end up having a wash, and that's
real quick, since it's our first morning wrap up we're doing. Yeah. Can you explain to everybody why there was a bounce overnight from 70 to 88 this morning?
Obviously, the GDP numbers were leaking, and so the Europe got those ahead of time, and that would be why, I would guess. The market knew that the GDP was going to be positive. Again, China came in at nearly 10% GDP. We came in at nearly 6%. We're playing the same game, but guess what? That number will be revised, I guarantee. It's all baloney, but who cares? We haven't traded to a new high again. We're sitting here right now, 1087.50. Our pivot is our pivot is
84.
Our pivot is at 1084, and so right now we're bullish off the open, but it's Friday. I'll give it a half hour. It's the last day of the trading month here, January, and who knows?
And let's recap real quick yesterday, because this goes back to the psychology of what you teach. Your first trade of the day was a loser, but you ended the day plus 5 points.
I got long the pullback there at an average of 89, and I stopped out at 84.75. I lost about 4.5 points. And then I didn't trade until the midday. I took the bounce to the 85 level, took that down to 79.5, took 5 points or so, back out, so I'm back to even. And then when the webinar started, I said, listen, I'm going to put on a trade that I feel makes a lot of sense here, which was, again, sell that 84 to 89 level, really up to 95. I would have sold, but we didn't get there. And again, we took a little bit of heat. 84. We hit 88, but that was it. It was all there was no real volume. It was all fake. It was late in the day, and basically it was just a nice, perfect retrace. The 61.8 was right there at 88 again. So.
And like you said, if you're going to trade futures and you can't afford, or you're not willing to take the heat on one lot, 5 points, even 10 points, trading futures is not for you.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're gonna be commissioned to death by trying to 2-tick, 1-tick all day. I believe you're better off trading one lot, like we did. Like I showed yesterday. I was just trading one lot for the, and we're gonna put up the webinar. We did record the webinar off our Eric. You recorded it on your Mac.
I recorded it. It's already up. You'll get it up.
And we're gonna put that up for the weekend so people can look at it. And the bottom line is. We consistently give you good entries and exits, and that's all I can do. I don't win every day. I have won every day this week, and last week was the same thing. It's been a good 2 weeks. However,
one question about my gold watch. I noticed that the ES flew up. Gold went to 90 real quick and just rolled right over. It's now sitting at the low of the morning, 82. Any reason why the gold isn't following the ES, which has been doing for the last 2 weeks?
Well, listen, it's very clear. Also, the numbers today on the jobs numbers, we had deflationary pressure. I mean, we are in a stagflationary environment. We actually have a higher prices and assets that we've been seeing, and that's part of the reason why GDP was up, I believe, is the prices, and we're paying more. So, yet wages were the worst. We saw the worst wages. 2009 also came out today. That we've seen in 29 years as far as the growth and the increase in wages. So we have actually a loss in wage. There's no jobs still in this country. So we can talk about GDP. That's a made-up number, just like China's 10% is a made-up number. These guys, the statisticians, can make it look any way they want. So whatever. I mean, I'm just going to trade price. That's the bottom line. That's what you need to do. And right now, we are in a bear trend unless we get over 1130 again on it.
Yeah, gold is hitting 81 right now. It's coming off the low in the morning.
Yeah, gold's, again, you had one spike, you had one candle here that was really the blow-off for GDP. You had everybody covered there at 84 when that number came out. Again, that's why last night we had our profits. We locked them in. We traded down to 70 by 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. Told our members, make sure we covered half, matter of fact, at about 76, and then the other half at about 74 on the bounce. So,
all right, well, let's
that's it.
Have a good trading day. I'll see you in the room because we don't want to hit 10 minutes for the video, and we'll wrap it.
Yeah, and Eric, also, by the way, we're going to do, for those that were in the webinar, you're going to send out a little invite, I know, for another 2-week trial, because we had such popular success with the last trial. We had a lot of people come into the new trial, and those are going to be, hopefully, again, 2 weeks of basically winning 10 out of 10, 9 out of 9 days. We only had 9 days in the last 2 weeks of winners. I'm not sure what other people can be looking for at this time. Again, good entries, good plan, good trading plan is what you need to be successful in the trading business. So peace. Have a great trading day. Have a great weekend. And again, we will put that webinar up for the weekend so everybody can review it. Peace.
Peace.